Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakuraso here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch for you guys today. And there will be a live stream tomorrow around 10 to 10:30 Central. So be there, be square, since I'm feeling better. We might be streaming for a little bit longer as well. If you guys enjoy these Market Watches, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We are past 2,500 subscribers, which is pretty awesome. I don't know what I want to do for 2,500 subs yet. I do have some cool products though that I could probably open up, so I'm gonna be looking up into that. As well as I'm getting some other cool packs in for you guys. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my affiliate link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. I want to thank all my YouTube channel members as well. And for those who aren't, consider being one. And we're just gonna get right into it. So Dinomorphia THERIZIA is bought out. Regular versions are about $23, but that's just like one copy here. That's all. Okay, that's cool. They're really like $30, and they're selling like hotcakes right now. The reason being is because there's a new branded style desk that actually uses Dinomorphia because they have like a busted fusion. I think the full title of the deck is called branded Dinomorph. And it's actually pretty good, actually. I checked out some replays, saw what the deck does, and the deck is really busted. So a lot of people are preparing for that in buying out your THERIZIA. Now, I know that Dinomorphia wasn't done giving us stuff, and it had a lot of good things going for it. And when we're getting the new Broken Fusion, it's going to go even further. Now, I told people to get Starlight Rares at 90 to 100 because it wasn't going to go down no matter what. It only had room to grow. So if you ended up losing on this, you really didn't lose much. I mean, if you sell, you're probably just getting gypped on the tax a little bit. But, you know, these could have gone up to like a 130, 140 even, have a little increase. But if you got them, well, you doubled your money, basically, because you got 175, 180, and then it's a $200 Starlight Rare. You know, Battle of Chaos is really revving it up with the value because now it has four secret rares over like $25. So Battles of Chaos is automatically is now a lit set because every Starlight Rare is good. And then, you know, Boxer 65, you got Chimeras at 54, Illusions at like what, 35 here? Yeah, 35s. Which is funny how that crashed. You got THERIZIA at about, you know, $30 here. So you have three cards over $30 for secret rares. Pretty good overall. And then you got like this $12 Ultra. You got this, you know, all that jazz. Now you have Domain here going up just a little bit. $7, $8. You only need one copy of this. And a lot of these have been floating around. But it looks like this value's here stayed. Decent $8 secret rare. It looks very cool too. Totally awesome OGs are actually bought out. We actually looked over this last market watch. But first edition near mints are $57, going up to $65, going up to $70. So reason being is not only because of, you know, TOADS getting bought out, but Splite uses this as well. I believe Splites also have a water as well, so it makes it even better. So a lot of people are trying to play that deck with TOADS, and with TOADS not having that many hollow rarities, and totally awesome being a hard card to come across, especially since the OG has been running out first set copies for a while now. The card's finally about $65. I told people to grab this when it was really, really cheap because it's probably the most broken rank 2 in the game. If we ever get some type of like any rank 2 spam deck or anything to do with level 2 is going to look at totally awesome and be like, we have not only an Omni Negate, but an Omni Negate that we can use ourselves because we can activate it. This card's busted. Honestly, I could see it getting hit. Sea Diva. This is going to be one of the I Told You So's for the second time in this video. I told people to get their playsets at around 150 to 180 because this was a $50, $60 card. Now, we only have one listing here for $160. So, if you got your copies, and as you guys see here, you know, people are buying it. Does this have anything to do with the new, you know, Splite deck? Could be. I mean, it's also a tuner, so it could go into, like, some cool Hulk stuff. You know, so you could play a little Hulk engine. You know, because if you're playing, you know, frogs and other stuff in your splites, you could play Diva, which is a level 2, normal, special, and then you could either go Hulk, you could do basically a bunch of shenanigans. So this could be the reason why this is finally going up, or it could be because of Edison format and other older formats like that. Along with it, it was a card that was definitely running out of, you know, copies, as we see over here. This card is very hard to replace. Hopefully you got yours at 50, 60. Krebons, Turbo Pack Booster 1 here. You have mod plays here. Well, no, mod plays here for 35. You have lightly plays here for English. Like I really hate how there's like the English one, and then we still see all these different languages. $45 here for lightly played. So that's not too bad overall. They do quickly go up, but near mints are gonna run you about $70. Right over here, 147, 350, and then you have a PSA 10 for 1200, which honestly, that's a pretty good PSA 10, especially since it is yeah, it is from PSA itself, not some type of Becketed or anything like that. I would be grabbing light play Krebons while you can, because people are going to be wanting to play Teledad format, and Krebon is a staple in that format. As the progression series goes on, people are going to be wanting to get more of these old school cards, and people actually, I feel like, if you who don't know, Krebons was played so religiously in 5D's era and then fell off completely, right? So you really wouldn't be able to see, this card never exactly slowly left. It was like kicked out abruptly out of the game. That's kind of how I would talk about explain someone in Krebons and how good this card is, because emergency teleport that can actually do something by itself, not just some garbage shooter. Now DTs, this is gonna be the third I told you so. Here I actually talked about quite a long time ago for a 5-card type trade ban. I said, get them at dollars, get me at twos. These will go up as well. Now, there was like a huge wall here, and that doesn't exist anymore. Near mints basically are $4 after a couple more copies just fly off. And then you have 2 copies here from less than 1K sales. You have 1 for 5, and then they go up to $9, going up to 10, going up to 16. The wall, by the way, was like 100 something. Last I checked here. So people are slowly but surely buying this card. I would definitely be grabbing these cheaper copies. Like, this place of lightly plays for $3, right? Even these near mints at 4 aren't that bad, although you have, ones here for 2. Grab this card while you can, because it's a pretty good investment overall. The light hex sealed fusion. Now, a lot of people probably recognize this card, but have no idea what it does. Including I was one of those people. And now I'm gonna read you the first sentence. You guys are gonna take a wild guess on why this play. You're never gonna believe it. You can substitute this card for any fusion material monster. I don't know what this could be played in, guys. I have no idea. First eds. I always feel like this has an ulti and it doesn't. $8. Near mints, another $8. Okay, not that bad. You have commons from the Cyberdeck Revolution, which you guys have lying around here for $7 here. $8 here from Legendary Collection Yugi's World. And then you have the Dark Revelations here. These are a bit pricey at like $13 for DRVs here. Now, I honestly think if you have these, I would sell them immediately. This isn't something you're going to want to hold. But while they're playing, there are 1 or 2 copies of this, if you think you want it for the branded deck, especially the branded THERIZIA deck, might be worth keeping 1 or 2. Forbidden Droplets, Ultimate Rare, nice clean $300 here. It's just, it's bad. It's just bad. Now, I want to talk about this one more time for those in my audience who don't know about this. If you know about this, you could probably just skip in the video. But Forbidden Droplets has 2 printings that aren't the ulti, which is the Brothers of Legends here. These are about $89. And then you have the OG here, which is about $100. If you have Brothers of Legends, sell them immediately and get originals and pay whatever the difference is. Because originals will always have value because they're the first printing of the card, along with Rise is the set doesn't exist sealed anymore for anything less than like $250, I believe. Which, at that point you shouldn't even open up the box. I think it's around 300 actually. I'm just saying 250 because that's the cheapest I realistically see it at. The OGs are always gonna go up because, again, first printing, all that. Rise is hard to grab. Brothers of Legends is just gonna be another reprint. Nobody cares, oh well, this was the first reprint, so it's gonna have value. No. So always make sure when you have these expensive staples to look at what your reprint is compared to the original and see if it's worth upgrading or not. It's not always about, oh, I have the shinier cardboard, right? I mean, they're both secrets, although this one doesn't look as nice as this other secret, to be honest with you here. But let's just say this was like an ultra, right? The same logic would apply. Oh, well, if you're having like a $10 staple opposed to a 25, that's like one thing, right? Because it's not as expensive. But when you're looking at these staples that are all, by not playset wise, but just by itself, $100 essentially, you're going to want to make sure it retains as much value as possible when you're spending money, right? That's not just for Yu-Gi-Oh! That's just basics for life as well. Nappies from Dual Terminal 2. Lightly played, 75. Near mints, $92. This is one of my this is one of the only cards I actually like running DT, for those who actually don't know. So, you know, just keep... And it's I play Striker too, and I love this card. Send top 2 cards to deck to graveyard, negate the activation of spell, and destroy it. And it's not even once per chain or anything like that. Red Eyes Wyvern, GX Tech promotional, you know, people like to use this for, you know, Dragoon and all that. 35 for light play. Near mints are $50. No, thank you. Commons, these are $3, and they're from Legendary Duel Season 1. The set's not that old. I would actually be looking forward to grabbing some of these. You know, you have supers from Ancient Prophecy. These are for non-slobbered versions. Let's see here. Lightly played, 5 goes up to 7, 8, 9. Near mints are $12. So this card desperately needs another reprint, I would probably say. I mean, if commons are going to $3 from a set that's not even that old, because Legendary Duel Season isn't that old. I think it's like 2 years old, maybe, something like that. Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries from Shining Victories here. You know, if you guys don't know what this card does, because this card hasn't actually seen play in years, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can discard this card to reveal one card in your extra deck. Then look at your opponent's extra deck and banish all cards in their extra deck with the same name as that reveal card. So let's say you're playing against, you know, one of the meta decks currently. Let's say Dragon Link, right? And you want to banish, let's just say Heretic Seal, right? You would play Heretic Seal in your extra, you would reveal it, and then you'd banish from their extra a seal. Let's pretend you were playing against Phantom Knights, and you want to banish, say, a Levier or, you know, one of their Rusties. You guys get the point. This card's actually pretty good, and you never know when it's going to come back. Now, OGs for first sets are actually worth quite a bit of money here. First edition lightly plays are 16. Near mints are about $20, and then slowly but surely going up, because this is an OG first set Ghost Girl, highest rarity, and this was, again, the first one. Now, Mega Pack versions, I talked about this at $2, saying, hey, this is what you want to grab. Now they're $4. When hand traps aren't being played, they tend to go down, but this card is seeing a little more play now, and the market is following suit by boosting this card's price. Almost $6. I would actually be grabbing this version as well. As you guys see here, it definitely did spike around later March. I think this card's better than a lot of people want to give it credit for. Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. Now, someone told me that the Cali effect was actually talking about this card, and I personally love this card, not only because I always thought it was actually pretty good, but I used to play Aero Mages, and this card helped guarantee that I had more life points than my opponent, so that I can make sure that all my secondary Aero Mage effects would go off, and that's always really great. So I had my OG first set secret playset back then. Last time I checked, these were like $8. I told people they were way cheaper. Should have got back then, but still worth grabbing. Let's see what these are currently right now for English copies. $7.50 for lightly played. Okay. Near mints are $9, going up to $11. Let's see how much first eds are. 50. Okay, so 20 for light play. Near mint 25. You got 4 copies here for 25. 30, 41, 45, 75. No, thank you. That's way too much for Spooky Dogwood. I can't tell you guys to grab first sets of this anymore. Personally, you had a long time to, you know, grab this. The ship kind of sailed. I personally wouldn't be grabbing this now. The Lost Arts, though, these are about, okay, so you have some lightly playeds here for basically $9 here once this one's gone with that $3 shipping. Near mints are going to run you about $10 roughly. Yeah. Going up to 12 here, man. There's so many sellers with these, like, weird $2.99 shippings and $3.99 shippings and $3.60. But personally, as much as I love the secrets, I do love running the Lost Arts more because you get the full non-garb here. And it irritates me because I think that Konami didn't need to squeeze a Lost Art of this. I feel like when making this, they were like, you know what? Let's just take her, you know, whole nun garment off so that we have one more Lost Art that we give the player base, and it's a hand trap. So they're going to really like this. I feel like this was a strategic move by Konami. And I really, really hate it, at least for the TCG. We really shouldn't need this could have been something completely different here because we only get 6 Lost Arts a year. if I'm correct, right? 6 to 7. And we don't need to like squeeze out and try to pretend like there's some type of short supply of lost arts when there isn't. If anything, it's the exact opposite. So it's just ridiculous to me. But I had a bunch of these because people used to give them to me for credit. Grand Radiance here. This card's not bad. Okay, I already see it soared up over here. $3 for this. Actually, let's refresh the page because some of my tabs have been open up for a little bit. $2.50, $3 here. For this card. The card's not bad. Is it going to get a reprint as like an ultra? Probably. But I told people, hey, you know, grab a copy or two. Just add to your cart for $1 or $2 just in case something happens with it. Or you want to make tokens with it because that's probably what I would want to do. Not a bad card for sure. 6 to 8 listings. This is going up for some reason. Maybe someone talked about. Who knows? If you want to be safe and grab these for $3, well, I don't see it going back down. Even I was like, $1 or $2 seems way too cheap. Red Dragon Archfiend Ultimate. Now, someone told me that these have been going to the moon. Lightly plates are 61, going up to 70 there. Near mints are about 70 here, going up to 86. First and light play, 200. Wow. Okay, so, yeah, these definitely are, because there's one for 200, and then there's a near mint here, but I don't even know why you're showing pictures. You know, when you number one, this isn't how your card looks unless you like. This is actually the one you have, and you did some weird like printer thing with it. But yeah, that's weird. Yeah, this card's going up, and I'm not really too sure why. I think that this card's definitely something that you should have had as a 5Ds collector a long time ago, but definitely not at this price. I would look forward to the Ghost Rare because the Ghost Rare is definitely going to be cheaper than because. 210, I don't think the Ghost Rare Red Dragon Archfiend, especially when we see how many people really want it, because I have to admit that while there's going to be a lot of people who want it, it's not going to go too crazy. I don't see it being, after everything settles, I don't see the Ghost Rare being above $300. I actually see it selling closer to $200, so that's probably what I would do. Always wait to get some of these Ghost Rare guys, unless they you know, tank in price completely. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend here, you know, you got near mints for about 83. First editions here. Light play for 70. I would rather have the light play first 70 than the near mint for 84, especially because if you get the near mint and it's light play anyway, you're gonna feel really dumb. $85 going up to 90, going up to 100. Now I remember when this card was getting bought out to around $300, and I actually went to grab a copy before it went to, and the seller actually refunded me. And I was like, you're kidding me, right? Because they saw the buyout coming and they want to have an extra copy. I was like, what a scummy store. And now it never really went up to 300. I have another store on my block list. It is what it is. I have Timaeus, Dragons of Legends, Secret Rare here. First I like play $25. Near mints are about $38. So this card's going up a little bit because people are like, oh, well, you know, people are going to want the OG Secret instead. Oh, this is first printings, all that jazz. Personally, I would rather have a first set Secret back when they were $25, $30 than pay some stupid price for a Ghost Rare. In my opinion, this is definitely worth more than, I wouldn't be paying this roughly, but I kind of understand why it's $38. Effect Veiler, Ultimate Rare. I mean, damage for over $150. Cool, but not like mod play is in here for $175. I actually do have one of these lightly played. First set mod play, $300. First set light play, $410. First set near mint, $500. Well, I'm definitely not gonna get my playset of multi Veilers anytime soon. But honestly, I kind of wish there was this card that would be able to search Veiler. In some type of competitive strategy, like how we're getting something that could stack Ghost Spell, so you don't have to run as many copies. So I could just play the one ulti. But honestly, I might just play the one ulti and just be like, oh, I could just draw it, and I'll play like 2 normal ultras. Because I don't care too much about mismatch rarity. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I need it all to match all this, all that, and they get to the point where like they're like, yeah, I can't. I have like, let's say they have like, you know, 3 forbidden chalices. I'm calling out someone directly here. And it's like, oh, but bro, you know, I can't run the first ed one. I have to run 2 chalices in my deck because even though I have a first ed 2 unlimited, I need to make sure it's all limited so it matches. Unless I could get 2 first ed. I was like, all right, buddy. I mean, it's your deck. I'm really weird with things too, so I'm not going to judge, but I'm calling you out, bro. Calling you out. Scrap Dragon Ultimate Rare from Duelist Revolution here. Near mints 23.50. First editions $47. Honestly, I would be getting this for older format, but man, there's no cheaper lightly plates. That's actually really sad. Yeah, near mints 47. I would grab this card. Man, I remember making it back in the day, and I love this card. You would like basically normal summon some garbage or figure out some way to generate an advantage with tokens. Just pop the tokens and pop them. Their cards. It was great. Amazon's Queen from Duelist Revolution. Amazon monsters control cannot be destroyed by battle. You know, simple enough effect. Level 6. $9, $11. Fifth, 23 for first and near mints. Cool. Man, imagine how bad that would be if we didn't get the OTS common as a reprint. These are $3, mind you, which is actually pretty... It's not good. It's going up to $4, but it could be a lot worse. Now, fun fact, actually. Back when I was more beginning vending, and it's not like I had customers, all that. I didn't buy from people as often, stuff like that. Along with I didn't have the time to always go to events and all that. I would actually go through stores bulk and look. When I was doing market watches at the time, and I used to, when I looked through market watches in the market, all that, I would know when comments worth money or not. And I remember I found 9 of these stacked. And this place did bulk very differently. Every bulk place I know does 25 cents for a common that I've seen. This one was very different. It did 10 cents per common, which kind of made me like, okay, I'm not going to complain though. So I ended up paying 90 cents, and I actually sold all of them, and they were like, this has been a $3 common for a while. The super is spiking up, but the common's kind of checking it. At least for now. In fact, this was more approaching $4 even back then. And I was so happy because it was like, wow, I made like $30 basically, almost about 2.5 hours of work just because I was smart enough to know that this was worth money. And that just made me really happy. It's always about, always go through bulk. It'll get you a lot of value. And the last card for today is Stingy and Street Patrol from Duelist Revolution. And when this card shows up, monsters by battle sense of graveyard, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the level of the destroyed monster times 100. Right, amazing effect. Completely broken. Konami, please ban. You can remove this card from play. This card. Why does it say it like I keep forgetting, guys. Every time I read this card, it says you can remove from play this card in your graveyard. It just worded it weird. To special summon a fiend type monster. With 2,000 or less attack from your hand. Lightly plates are $4 here, which is not that bad. First editions are going to run you a bit of a price tag, though. Lightly plates are about 13 to 14. Near mints are going to be about $18. This is definitely the type of card where you dump it and then you just get free specials from the deck. And this card doesn't have that many printings. I think that's a super and a common, right? Super, common in Lair of Darkness, common in the Pendulum deck. Okay, no. This card's going to be accessible no matter what. I actually want to see what supers are at. Supers. Do you want to pop up? If you don't want to grab secrets, I would actually grab these supers for like 50 cents. Because if this card's ever used in some type of competitive strategy, the commons aren't really going to go up. The supers and secrets will. Although... I'll be honest, even the getting unlimited Street Patrol secret unlimited is at like $4. It's not that bad. I mean, you can make some bank off later on in life. But if you guys enjoyed this to watch, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. Tomorrow I will be live streaming between 10 and 10:30 Central. Hopefully you guys will be there. Live market watch, chill, maybe a little bit of anime, who knows. And then I'm gonna give you guys a really cool opening soon. I just have to figure out what it is. Although I've been having some Cosmo Blazer special editions in the back for a while now. And maybe it's about time I crack those open. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next Market Watch. Peace.